Hello guys and welcome to Yaballe. It's Noga here with a short overview on our software and how it can help you with automating your dropshipping business. This video is about the regular Yaballe version. If you are interested in the non-API version, check out our help center here on the menu on the left. So let's begin. So here on the lister page, you have an updated list of logos of all the suppliers we currently support. Basically, in order to list an item, all you have to do is copy the URL link of the item from your supplier's website and paste it here into this field and click the Get Item button. Yaballe would now import all the details of the item into the lister, and after you check everything, check all the warnings and the notifications and act according to the warnings, you simply scroll down and hit the list item button, and then the item would automatically appear here in the monitor page. In this case, the button is not active because the monitor is protecting me since this item is already monitored on this account. We also protect you from duplications. So when the item is on monitor page, its price and stock would be updated automatically by Yaballe in the monitor, of course, and in your eBay store. We scan every 30 minutes, 24/7, of course. Items which are not in stock or do not pass your filters, in settings filters, would be locked, and your buyers would not be able to buy them from you in eBay. Now, when an item is sold, the order details would appear here in settings page in Yaballe automatically. And this would allow you to manage your orders from there. We would go over the settings page in a few minutes. Now, Yaballe's uniqueness is our stable code, which allows us to provide you with best service quality. We also have a few unique features such as support for Amazon open box items, which you can see here. When you are subscribed to the open box service, you can choose this option is active for you to choose. Of course, it has its own settings. We also have an option to create bundle listings, which looks here, and it's free for everybody and supports all the suppliers. You simply paste more and more URL links of more and more items, up to 10, and click Add Bundle every time, and then we would see the details of all the items added here. At the moment, we support eBay US platform, as well as eBay Canada, eBay UK, eBay France, Germany, Spain, and Italy. How to begin working using Yaballe? After creating your user account, you would automatically be assigned to 30 listings per 30 days free trial. We do not collect your PayPal details in order to subscribe to the free plan, and you are not committed to anything after the trial is over, so feel free to try. Please note that for non-API accounts, the trial is only 10 listings limit for 7 days, just 1 week. After creating your account, basically what you need to go is go over the first 3 tabs of Yaballe settings. The settings general, settings eBay policies, and settings filters. You can go over the rest if you want, but those the first 3 are the most important. So again, I'm reminding you that we have articles and guides in our help center here on all arranged by topics, and you can always find everything there. If you don't find something, you can always contact our support on chat here in the left corner. But now I'm just giving you a brief overview about what is located where. Okay, so here on Yaballe settings general, you have the profit and break-even settings. Here you put your PayPal address. This is the address to which you want to receive your money from your buyers in eBay. Okay, it has nothing to do with the PayPal with which you would eventually pay for the subscription in Yaballe, and in fact it can be even different. Here you put your desired profit. You can use profit in dollars and profit in percents or both. Please note not to leave the profit in dollars zero. You can put even at least 1 cent, but just don't leave it zero. It's important for our formula. And this is the quantity of the item in your eBay account. Here you have the default break even for all the suppliers. Here you have labels. Again, there's an article about each. You can label each item you list. For example, this was listed by VA1, VA2. And here you have some more settings. This is sorry, this is the behavior you want from the monitor in case the item is not in stock. Do you want zero quantity or do you want to multiply the price by 4? You can also allow negative profit in case you work with coupons or have some discount from your supplier. And here you can add watermark in case you still like to work with it. There is a save button a bit cropped on my screen here on the left bottom. On pages where it exists, please do not forget to click it and wait for a success notification. Now on settings, eBay policies. If you have business policies in eBay, please fill just the business policies settings, and in addition open the monitor profiles and only put your PayPal, again this is the PayPal which we send to eBay, and the item location. Okay, make sure your item location, the name of the city and the country in the US, make sure your zip code is a real zip code which exists in the city you have chosen to write. Okay. Now, if you don't have business policies in eBay and you only work with one type of policy for payment, returns, and shipping, you can use only the monitor profiles. You can use the settings here. You can even use what we have already, our defaults. Just fill in your PayPal and the item location you want. Okay, so if you work with Amazon, Aliexpress, or Walmart, please make sure to go over the settings filters. You have separated settings here for Amazon. Of course, we have the seller shipping time as a filter, and seller feedback percentage, seller feedback count, and FBA or not FBA. Also, you can allow Yaballe to work with add-on items for you or restrict it here. Please note that Yaballe is known to be one of the first monitors with great support for complete third-party sellers list in Amazon. This means in that case you would uncheck this checkbox and you would like to put perhaps higher percentage of seller feedback count. So if you are interested in working with third-party sellers, this is the right place to come. And of course, if you are not, you just check the FBA here, and you can leave this one rather low. Here we have the filters for Aliexpress. It's only the shipping companies. We always check the source price by the cheapest shipping option and price to ship to the platform of your eBay account. So on ebay.com, it would be the cheapest option to ship to United States. And here we have some settings for Walmart. Again, there's a guide on settings filters. And here there are settings for Amazon open box items. Now, okay, the more advanced settings include, let's do a really quick run on this. They include templates. Here you can, of course, edit all the existing templates. You just check them here, and you can add your own code under the user template. You just make sure to use these tags of our own to import the data. Under automatic messages, we have the option to send automatic after sale messages for you through your eBay outbox. Okay, you just need to go over this list and open it and check those checkboxes for the messages which you want us to leave for you, to send for you. And there's also the positive feedback you can leave to your buyers automatically. And the feedback reminder after a certain amount of days. And don't forget to save. This one has a save button. Settings accounts. Here you can link existing Yaballe accounts under one subscription to share limits and features. Okay, this is the first box. On the second box, you can add VA accounts. Please note that in order to connect Yaballe accounts, you need to open those other Yaballe accounts first. Simply create them and connect them to eBay. And then you go to your main account and from within the main account, you link them. The virtual assistant accounts, they are not actual Yaballe accounts, they are just VA accounts. This means they are just a username with password, okay? So you don't have to create anything before. You just come here and add those emails here and add the restrictions inside. And there is a guide about that also. Here in Gmail accounts and auto tracking, those are settings for those of you who use the auto tracking service. And here in auto rules, we have the raised listing profit after sale. You can raise your profit after a certain amount of sales, and you can drop your profit if the item is not sold for a certain amount of time. And the last one, settings advanced, you have the zero and blacklist settings, which can warn you in the auto lister or can actually block your item from being listed using the bulk lister. And here you can add permanent item specifics if you like to use this feature. It's important to add the name of it and something in the second row. And here some advanced account changes. You can change your eBay platform here. Here you can change the email of your Yaballe account. Here you can connect your eBay account. Please do not do this on your own, but only if we tell you to on our support on chat. Because if you do it, if you click it when your account is actually connected, it would disconnect it. Okay. And unsubscribe, you have some information about how to unsubscribe there. Okay, so after you went over all your settings, you're ready to go. You're ready to begin listing. So as I have already mentioned, you go to the lister and simply put your URL of your item from the supplier's website and paste it here and click Get Item. And as we said, the items would automatically go to monitor page. Let's go over monitor page. Here you can edit actually many of the details simply by clicking them. For example, I can edit my title. If I click it like this, I need to click the V button in the end to save. I can also do the same for eBay price, for eBay quantity. You see, if I click it, it opens up and I can change it. This is the place to say that it's not the right way to edit eBay price. It's better to edit the permanent parameters such as profit, two kinds of profits and break even, and control your eBay price with them so they stay stable in case the source price changes and the formula would run again. Okay, so yeah, and I can click the break even also. All those actions, you can also do them using the bulk operations button. in order to, it's here, it's located here. In order for it to be activated, I simply need to check at least one item here on left to the title. And when I click it, I would see all the things I can change using it. For example, I can put my profit here. Let's say $2 and the desired profit in percent. The parameters which I don't want to change, I leave blank, okay? There's also an option to change my template here, but it's important not to do it together with changing some numerical parameters, okay? So once I'm done, I simply click apply. Sorry. Okay, if you want to, you see the pencil icon here. This is if you want to edit some more details for a specific item. Okay, so you just click it, and you see that you can edit everything from here. You can put also a new source in here and click the green button. It would reload all the details from the new source, and then you can save it using the blue button. Okay. What else? You can, for example, click the names of most of the columns, and it would cause them to rearrange from high to low or the opposite. For example, now I clicked the status column, and it should show me now my out of stock items, my locked items first. In a moment, you see the locked items have the lock icon here. A small and very important thing, pay attention that you can hover all the icons, and when you do it, they show you what they are, what they stand for. For example, the lock icon shows you the reason the item is locked, and this one says that it was not sold for last 60 days. Under this red gear icon on the right, you can unmonitor an item if you have, for example, a private supplier for it. You can do it like this, or you can ignore FBA filter if you want to work with a third-party supplier just for this item, or you can relist it using the yellow button, or delete it, okay? In order to do all those things in bulk, you simply need to use this bulk operations button, and you have simply to check at least one item here. By the way, this is the icon for unmonitored item. So you need simply to check at least one listing, and you see now it's active. I can click it. Pay attention to put the final parameter, the final numerical parameters you want this to set for you. For example, if I want to change for those items the desired profit percent, I need to put 10 here. And ignore, leave empty all the fields which I want to remain as they are today, and click apply. Pay attention not to use the change template together with the numbers. Okay, it's either this one, either this one. If we are already here, changing template for existing listings is like this. I click template and I choose the template for here, from here, and click apply. I can also, so one function at a time, okay? I can also release from here or delete in bulk from here. One function at a time, but all the numerical ones, they can be done all together at the same time. For example, like this, it's perfectly okay. Okay, just don't mix it together with template, and don't mix template together with released or released together with this. Okay. So I would just go out of here. Okay, let's move forward. For those of you who like working in bulk, we also have a very strong bulk lister which supports listing in bulk up to 10,000 listings at once. All you need to do is simply choose your source from here, like this, and paste your items here in this large field. Your items meaning your source IDs, one underneath the other, or upload your CSV file from your market research program, or if you had done it yourself, upload it using the choose file button. There is an example for the file we have in our support on chat, and also there is a detailed bulk lister guide which can be found in the help center, and of course you can ask about it on the chat also. Okay, so let's move forward. In the draft, of course, you can see all your drafts. The most important thing to remember about the drafts is that drafts like freeze the terms and conditions which existed at the moment you first created them. So, for example, it's important that if you had changed and updated your eBay policies since you created and saved the drafts, you wouldn't be able to use that draft, and you better delete it and simply try to list the item again. Of course, in the scheduled, under scheduled, you would see your scheduled listings. You can click the info to see the source IDs. You can also copy them to, in this case, it's a bulk, to a new bulk. Okay, and you can delete it by clicking the red X here. Sorry. Okay, so this is the add existing listings. You can add existing listings one by one here. Of course, you need to put the eBay item ID, the source ID, and the desired profit in dollars, and then this button would become active. If you need to sync multi-variation listings, please contact our support on chat to see how it's done. And basically, if you are migrating from another monitor or want to sync a large amount of listings, existing listings from your eBay account, please consult us here on chat, because it's actually better to do it with a CSV file and not manually one by one. Second option is from here, but it's also one by one. If I click the sync button, I would see all the listings I have in this eBay account, which are not monitored in Yaballe. The difference is that here eBay item ID is recognized, and sometimes even the source ID is recognized in case it exists in the SKU field of the item in eBay. If it's not, you have to fill it in manually, and you also have to put some desired profit in dollars, and then click add. Okay, so now let's go to the settings page. You can see, of course, the items, the details of each of your sales are brought here directly from eBay. And of course, it includes the exact eBay fee and tax, which eBay had started to correct recently, and it also includes the PayPal fee, which is this one. Of course, the source link, the source ID is a link. If you click it, you would get directly to this item in Amazon, and you would be able to order it from your supplier. For Amazon and Aliexpress, we have the save address feature. It's explained in our extension article, in the article about Yaballe extension. Okay, what else? After you had already fulfilled your order, you would like to click, let's go to this one, for example, this order was not ordered yet. So after I order it, I would like to click this cart button. It would become green, and this is just, it does not send anything to eBay. It's just a sign for me that I had ordered this item. Now, when I get the tracking number, if I don't use Yaballe auto tracking update. I would copy my tracking number from my supplier. I click here the pencil icon and put my tracking number here and the carrier name here and click OK, and this would actually send the information to eBay, and it would also be marked as shipped in eBay. Now I click cancel. This red button of course deletes the row. It does not do anything in eBay. It is good for canceled orders, for example. It simply cleans up the settings page. And the purple icon simply opens this item in a separated tab in case you'd like to edit something, for example, the title of the listing, because here on settings page it's not possible to edit it. You can also, if you check here on the left, you see that the mark as ordered and the delete buttons appear for bulk operations on top of the page. So using them here, I can apply this function on all the rows I have selected. Okay, so about auto tracking numbers. If you do use our auto tracking service, you would be able to see all the details here on auto tracking page. You can see your Bluecare credits balance, and you can see if the service is activated in your settings account. And you can see simply the list of all the trackings which the system has updated. And there is also an option here to convert your tracking numbers to Bluecare Express manually, like this. In order to activate this feature, you simply need to buy some Bluecare tracking numbers under pricing extra add-ons. I would show it to you in a moment. Yeah, okay, let's go to pricing page now. Of course, you can see the subscriptions here. It would always show you the current subscription, and it would say how many listings do you have here. Technically, you cannot choose a subscription which is lower than the amount of the listings you already have. Okay, and you can simply drag this yellow circle to the left, to the right, and to the left to see the details of each plan. You can link, you see it says, for example, this plan, you can link 2 additional accounts here because you can link in Yaballe, Yaballe accounts to share subscription features and limit if you want. Now here under extra add-ons, we have the thing I mentioned just a second ago, the Bluecare Express credits. You can purchase them here, and here you have the subscription to the auto tracking numbers update. Here you can buy the open box feature and the extra eBay accounts. This is if you want to link more accounts than your subscription already allows you automatically. So you just click the buy now, and it would take you to the PayPal checkout to add it to your subscription. Okay, let's go on. Of course, under gift cards, you can purchase our Amazon US trusted gift cards. They arrive immediately to your PayPal email the moment the transaction is approved by PayPal, and you can then load them to your Amazon account. The help center, which I mentioned so many times, so here you can actually find all our articles in 3 languages at the moment. Some more are to come, and this is actually the best place to learn how to use the monitor, because everything inside is arranged by topics. For example, if I click the English content, I can see that here the first group are also the newest and the most important which we want you to see first, and then it's arranged by the order, by the logical order. So first is migrating from other monitors, then getting started, all the initial mostly settings, advanced settings, and then this how to list new items, listing bulk, warnings and errors, manage existing listings, and so on and so on. Okay. And you can use the search is actually very good. It searches by content. Of course, if something is not understood, remember the support, the support on chat. We also have an affiliate program. You simply need to click here and sign up and wait till we approve. And I think I already mentioned it. It's very important to install our extension. You can go directly to Google Store and simply search for Yaballe extension, or simply write Yaballe extension, Yaballe Chrome extension in Google, and install it, and just go over our article to know how to what it can do for you. This is how it looks. Okay guys, so remember we are here on the support on chat to help you with all the things that you want. And sorry, I didn't mention the dashboard. On the dashboard, of course, you have like a summary of the main details of your account, the main details of the plan in Yaballe, and also some eBay limits. And you have a link to our Facebook page here. And that's it, guys. Good luck, and remember the support is here at your service.